Brexit, Biden, and biking to work. All of these topics are political and all have the potential to have staff arguing. So, should HR ban them as conversation topics at work? Politics has topped the agenda over the past week, with countless individuals all over the world refreshing online news feeds and social media feeds to find out just how the US election would turn out. In fact, many would argue that we now live in a more political world. Do conversations around these topics, politics included, have a positive or negative impact on work? And if the latter, should HR be cracking down? Before HR can make a decision on whether to crack down on political chat, it'd be good to understand what we mean by political. Political isn't just about whether X candidate or Y candidate gets into the Whitehouse or Westminster. Political discussions are actually wide-ranging. In fact, beliefs on climate change, international relations, dietary choices, what you feel about community, and even the way you commute can be considered to be political opinions. Do political discussions have a negative impact on work? From anecdotal and lived experience, all of us have had political discussions at work, or at least shared opinions on divisive topics. And it's very obvious that all workplaces aren't a complete argumentative free-for-all as a result. However, a recent study did show that over 40% of people would consider leaving their job if political disagreements became too much. It also gets worse if managers get involved. For example, the same research shared that if managers shared their political viewpoints, staff in their team would become worried that if they didn't share the same view, they might lose or harm their career prospects or become sidelined in that team. Work these days is more likely to be purposeful and personalised, and therefore potentially more political. And there is an uptick to the managerial piece. If politics and general beliefs are shared between managers and staff, those staff are more likely to feel better supported by their leaders on health and well-being, as well as more cared for as a person. Plus, there is a rise in workers, especially the millennial and Gen Z generation, wanting work to have a purpose outside pure profit. Over 8 in 10 business leaders in a recent PwC study believe that purposeful work, of which politics could be a part, actually has a benefit for the business. So, where does this leave HR? Well, as ever, with everything to do with the workplace that is potentially divisive, in a bit of a quandary. One way to navigate this political discussion topic is to be upfront to candidates about what type of company you are, what you stand for, and what policies you have in place around politics. Most organisations likely have a wide range of peoples in their organisation with a wide range of beliefs. So, and this feeds into the cognitive diversity piece, not many companies would actually want to have identikit employees in place because that is considered to be bad for business. Additionally, if you do start to have a political or purposeful stance, you could ostracise employees that are already in-house. And on the day-to-day and less grand, i.e. not about company values or vision or purpose, political chats that happen between employees can't suddenly be policed. In fact, in the new world of digital, remote and hybrid work, many of these are taking place on private Slack, Teams or Zoom calls and couldn't be policed anyway. However, HR does have the power to deliver training and guidelines around the political piece. It is to give managers clear protocol about what is acceptable and what isn't, and also be upfront with incoming staff about what type of firm they are, whether it's one that encourages debate, has a wider social or political purpose, or doesn't.